Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with more Total War Warhammer 2 multiplayer. And no, that's not a cloud of stink. That is in fact Tricksy Traps, and you know what that means? Slade X's patented Doom Ball. So this is a replay from the tournament, Slade X versus Crabling, Greenskins versus Skaven. And Slade has gone with his patented Skarsnik, Squig, Troll, Death Ball with Tricksy Traps, making all of them stock and unspottable. Very Tricksy Trap indeed. So we've got 4 Trolls, a bunch of Squig Herds, Squig Hoppers, Skarsnik, Orc Shaman, Night Goblin Shaman, a bunch of Token Goblins scattered around, including the 3 Regiment of Renown, the 2 Melee, and the Bow variant. And we've also got Squig Hoppers in the back for Crabling Skaven. He's got Queek Headtaker, is the option lord for Skaven. There was some incentive to bring some of the meme lords. So we've got Queek, Dwarf Thing Menace, Warplock JEZZAILS, a couple units. We've got, let's see here, Rat Ogres, Plague Monks. But notice how the JEZZAILS have not been firing, this entire time. And now, the Greenskins have been able to get in basically without taking any Overwatch fire, and the Y is popped immediately. Trolls, Squigs rushing in here, just going to absolutely plow through the Ratman lines. The Rat Ogres try and countercharge here, but oh no, in the back line there come the Squig Hoppers. Totally unseen, getting into the JEZZAILS here. They're going to start to completely eat them alive. So, for those of you guys who hate JEZZAILS and want CA to nerf them, and just in general have been having big problems with them, this is for you. It's, a minute 15 into the replay, and the balance of power already has taken a pretty decisive shift as both units of JEZZAILS have been eaten completely by Squigs, and the front line is very, very quickly crumbling. Looks like Queek might go for the assassination here against Skarsnik, so a duel of the 8 peaks here. All we need is Belagar coming in from a side door with a steel chair, but, yeah. Skarsnik, obviously being an absolute goblin, is not going to necessarily take a heads-up fight against Queek Headtaker, running away and letting his goblin magics and the Durkit Squigs bully Queek into submission. Uh-oh, here comes a wind spell. Crack's Call going to be unleashed. Actually might do, did some decent damage to the Skaven, to the goblins, but it also did a bunch of damage to those tail slashers as well, but yeah. Needless to say, this battle is pretty much already decided, and it's a thing of beauty. Don't worry, guys, we'll be jumping into another replay, as this one was pretty quick, but I just wanted to show you all this because it was super duper fun, and, you know, if you guys are having big problems with JEZZAILS and you want to just mess with some Skaven players on ladder, this is one way you can do it. Just get a big death blob of Trolls, Squigs, other heavy hitters, and, use Skarsnik's Tricksy Traps to give them stock unspottable. They get extra speed so you can advance faster as well. Get up in their face, pop that wall, and just roll up the Skaven lines. Beautiful. And well played to Crabling too. No harm in getting rolled up like that. But, yeah. Slade here, playing under the name Git Crumper, just absolutely rolling through. You can see obviously the Trolls and Squigs racking up a ton of kills. So Squig Hoppers, especially in the back line, just eating the JEZZAILS. Both JEZZAILS 0 kills. So yeah, that goes out to, again, all of you guys who absolutely despise JEZZAILS. I think JEZZAILS are probably fine because certainly there are ways to counter them, such as this. And I mean, granted, you kind of have to plan your entire build around this, but hey, 51 kills in that Orc Shaman. I didn't really highlight it too much, but he had quite a few good brain bursts there as well. So we're going to take a look at one more with Slade X playing the Greenskins here versus Ben the Varmin's Skaven. Now, I had not let them know at this time. Technically, they're not supposed to be playing on large armies, but it's fine. It's not going to be the biggest deal in the world. Greenskins, again, coming with Skarsnik, this time with a little bit of a wider build. 4 Goblins, 3 Orc Boys, the 2 Regiment of Renowned Night Goblins. We've got a whole bunch of Orc Air Boys as well. Let's see here. Yeah, Night Goblin Shaman, some Trolls, another Orc Shaman as well. So a nice mixed list. Is that, I guess, the Orc Air Boys, they've got their captain in the Orc Shaman, and then the majority of the rest of the build is the Goblins, I guess. We do have a few Orc Boys here as well, but as for the Skaven, this time we're going to be led by Skrulk. We've got Plague Claw Catapult here, the Regiment of Renown Wheels of Doom. Looks like a couple of units of Rat Ogres as well. Whole bunch of Clan Rats, as you would expect. Natty Boobo's Sharpshooters, another unit of Flayers, And yeah, relatively straightforward Skaven build. Looks like we've got a Warlock Engineer as well. No Howling Warpgale. So if Azag had been here, he could have been free to troll around, but Azag is a pretty risky pick as of late in this particular matchup, but this is going to be a little bit more of a traditional battle from what you would expect in this matchup, which is huge wide lines coming to meet, and yeah, this is one matchup where Orc Boys will do quite well against Skaven Slaves, obviously, and Clan Rats as well. You don't see Orc Boys too often. They're not honestly the best unit in the world, but they'll do okay here. Certainly they'll help you pad out and just get some more numbers to roll up a big Skaven formation like this. You can see those Skaven Slave Spears already getting just absolutely demolished. The Bubo Sharpshooters in the backline helping to support those Rat Ogres as they fend off the Spider Riders, helping to protect the Plague Claw Catapult. And that's sort of what I was saying in that last one about the Rat Ogres. It's just that they help, they help give you the mass to stop up units like that. The Catapult there raining in some fire. These air boys, yeah, I mean they'll do okay. They have good enough AP values and good enough melee stats as well that if Clan Rat summons get in the backline, they'll do just fine. Spider Riders catching these Doom Flayers, that is a great pick there. Some summon Clan Rats in the backline, yeah, you can see these Orc Boys mostly able to just completely shrug it off. It helps that Skarsnik is here supporting, but I mean Orc Boys, if you have to look at their stats here, they've got 23 melee attack, 34 weapon strength. They can definitely hold their own. Plague Monks will be a bad time, especially for the Rusty Airs. They are obviously a bit squishier as they are just goblins, but yeah, very nice summon there in the back line. Going to cut through some of those Rusty Airs. We've got another summon here, more Clan Rats. The Skaven Flayer definitely understands that he needs to keep those missiles under control because they are going to do a lot of damage to the Rat Ogres. The Rat Ogres and the Flayers are really his ticket for cutting through all this Greenskins infantry. Unfortunately, we do have one lost unit of Rat Ogres here. I'm not really sure what that happened to that unit of Flayers. Must have got chased off by the Spider Riders there, which is most unfortunate. The Wheels of Doom here, the Regiment of Renowned Doom Wheel, caught up in the backline by Trolls, which is not the best, and a whopping pop now as well, so the Trolls are going to get a big damage spike. Yeah, that Wheels of Doom needs to get the heck out of dodge in a big hurry, but it's not looking great for the Skaven. Again, just the Green Tide rolling up and demolishing, equivalent cost infantry. And that's kind of the strength of the Greenskins, obviously, especially when you played with large armies like this. You can kind of match the Skaven number for number, and your units do hit a little bit harder. The Skaven obviously have access to summons and some other things to really play the attrition game, but Greenskins like Cav and some other aspects, obviously the archers, just having good melee attack buffs in general. A lot of people discount, I should say, Greenskins quite a bit in this matchup, but I think they are pretty strong, especially at the hands of a Greenskin main like Slate X there, but a very nice Vindictive Glare to blast Lord Skrolk. He is still holding out here with a few Clan Rat Spears near this catapult, but I mean the Plague Claw catapult crew itself is gone. Natty Bubo's getting eaten by Spider Riders this time, so it's a bad day to be a JEZZAIL, let's just say that. Eaten by a squig, eaten by a spider, stabbed to death by a goblin. Take your pick. Take your pick. Another unit of summoned Plague Monks here, trying to cut through some goblins, but there's just so many goblins still left on the field. These Trolls here as well haven't even dropped a single model, still regenerating through all the damage. Yeah, it's not looking great. More Rat Ogres being routed off here, and the Greenskins just generally rolling things up in the tide. Looks like still trying to get some summons here, but yeah, Skrolks actually took quite a bit of damage from these Orc Boys. Their good weapon strength means that they will do damage to a low armor character like Skrolk. 34 weapon strength, not too bad. And yeah, just a matter of time, another really nice Brain Burster there. I noticed that Slate X has been using that quite a bit. Not even Fists of Gork this time on the Orc Shaman, literally just Brain Burster. Does a pretty good amount of damage to low armored targets, certainly, and again, you can expect plenty of those against the Skaven. So, very well played. A big thanks to Slade for playing in the tournament and representing Skarsnik and the Greenskins. He did quite well. Came out, I'm not sure at 100%. I'd have to look. Don't remember off the top of my head, but overall, his performance was excellent and certainly a lot of fun to watch, as always. Skarsnik really isn't as bad as most people think he is, and, I included him on the Meme Lord list knowing that people could take him and actually do reasonably well with him. So I'm glad that Sladex sort of able to prove that, and we'll be diving in more on Skarsnik and Grimgore probably a little bit more in the future. I kind of want to have some discussions about them. Assuming Creative Assembly is working on, more Lord packs, if they are planning on updating the Greenskins hopefully soon, then I do want to talk a little bit about those two legendary Lords. But as it stands right now, Skarsnik definitely got some great representation in the tournament and won 2 battles against the Skaven and ate a bunch of JEZZAILS. So hopefully you all have enjoyed. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.